stay on target whether you attended the show or watched from home. Nearly everyone agrees this year's E3 was among the best in years. The industry's biggest publishers showed off some of their biggest games and made some exciting announcements. Gaming's Super Bowl gave us a lot to look forward to in the coming months. With so many games announced, it's easy if you missed some of the under-the-radar titles from E3. Like I did last year, I made room in my busy schedule to check out smaller titles that may not draw the same attention as the industry's heavy hitters. Below are some notable games from both independent developers and large studios. All of these are worth keeping an eye on as they provide something different from the usual AAA fare. The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit Dontnod is making a name for itself with titles like Life is Strange and Vampire. The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit looks like another winner for the company. Set in the Life is Strange universe, players take on the role of a 10-year-old boy named Chris. Living in a town named Beaver Creek in eastern Oregon, Chris spends his days playing with toys, and going on all manner of adventures in and around his home. You can interpret the game two ways. Either Chris really is going on wild adventures into space and distant lands, or he's just imagining it all. The hands-off demo left things vague on purpose, so it's not 100% clear what's happening. Since this is just a demo, I wouldn't expect to get all of the answers anyway. Like Life is Strange, Captain Spirit features dialogue choices that affect the story. Chris can also interact with many objects in the world. During the demo, we in the audience got to select Chris' Captain Spirit costume and the responses he gave to his alcoholic father. Chris went on a number of adventures during the brief demo. One particular instance had the boy facing off against the dreaded water eater, which ended up being the home's water heater. Throughout the demo, there is an air of uncertainty about what's really going on. This gives what would otherwise be a cheery game an ominous vibe. The developers told us Captain Spirit contains clues about Life is Strange too. There's even a subtle reference in the demo when we find out Chris' mother, who might have passed away, attended Life is Strange's Blackwell Academy. Perhaps we'll see Chris in Life is Strange too. It's possible. Either way, I'm looking forward to playing The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit just to see what the game is about. Surprisingly, it's free, so there's no excuse not to give it a shot. This one hits PC, PS4, and Xbox One on June 26th. Overkill's The Walking Dead. I haven't heard much talk about this game. That's interesting considering it's a freaking The Walking Dead tie-in. Perhaps the TV show's plummeting ratings are to blame? Maybe people don't care that much about zombie shooters? Whatever the case is, it's a shame this title isn't getting more attention. Even as a person who isn't particularly fond of first-person shooters or zombie games, I found Overkill's The Walking Dead a lot of fun to play. This game is all about teamwork. If you run around acting like Rambo, expect to die quickly. During my demo, I made my way through a suburban town that's seen better days. Though my party had guns, we stuck mainly to melee weapons. We didn't want to make too much noise and rouse any nearby zombies. Of course, it didn't take long for random zombies to come out of nowhere and attack us. I hacked and slashed the undead fiends with a machete before becoming annoyed and unloading a few clips into them. The firefight brought out even more zombies. Somehow, we survived the encounter. The demo ended with us infiltrating a stronghold occupied by AI humans. We didn't know if they were good guys or not, but we needed their supplies. The chaos caused a number of zombies to invade the compound. When this happened, my team and I hung back and let the walkers take care of our enemies. This was certainly one of the highlights of the demo for me. I don't know where the game is going narratively or if it'll have characters we recognize from the series, but Overkill's The Walking Dead seems like a competent cooperative zombie shooter. If you miss Left 4 Dead, this'll be right up your alley. Expect the game to release on November 6th for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Indivisible. I've played Indivisible at previous E3s and a few smaller gaming events. I believe the first time I played Indivisible was all the way back in 2015 when it was first announced. I liked it back then and I still like it now. For those who don't know, Indivisible combines elements from classic 2D platformers and turn-based RPGs. It is made by the same folks who brought us Skullgirls. Like that title, Indivisible features gorgeous, hand-drawn animated graphics. This is likely the reason why it is taking so long to develop. Gameplay-wise, it very much reminds me of the Fantastic Guardian Heroes, just updated for the modern age. The demo I played takes place in the same Mayan-like temple I've seen before. I don't know how the team did it, but Indivisible somehow looks better than ever. The graphics are sharper and the characters look cleaner. Unlike last time, I actually managed to defeat the challenging dungeon boss. It was every bit as difficult as before, but since I had a better handle on the game's unique mechanics, I claimed victory over the giant fiend. Originally planned to release this year, Indivisible is now expected to drop sometime in 2019. Like Bloodstained: Ritual of the Night, I do not want to see this at another E3. I want it in my hands already. But you can't rush perfection, I suppose. If the devs need more time, then I say let them have it. I know the end result will be amazing. Underworld Descendant. Like some of the games on this list, Underworld Descendant started as a Kickstarter project. Created by developers responsible for the Thief and System Shock series, Underworld Descendant shares many similarities to those two franchises. The demo I played was very short, but it gave me a taste of what to expect. Underworld Descendant emphasizes player choice and freedom. There is no correct way to complete a quest. The demo I played placed me within a creepy dungeon full of undead creatures and nasty traps. Since I played using a mouse and keyboard, I avoided combat as much as possible. The major obstacle before me was a particularly nasty giant plant that uses massive tendrils to attack. I had to run past this thing, taking some damage along the way. Unfortunately, I never got to complete the demo since our time ran out. Though I didn't play as much as I would have liked, I could see players who like open-ended games taking a shine to Underworld Descendant. My demo contained some weird bugs and technical issues, but I'm sure they'll be ironed out when the game releases in September for PC, MacOS, and Linux. Bloodstained: Ritual of the Night. This is the third year in a row where I got a chance to play Bloodstained: Ritual of the Night at E3. It has been interesting seeing the game's evolution these past few years. The 30-minute demo featured the same ship level from in 2016. Despite it being the same stage, I could clearly see improvements in both the graphics and gameplay. The boss fight is also different from before. I don't remember it being this challenging the first time around. Overall, I'm pleased by what I saw. For those not in the loop, Bloodstained: Ritual of the Night is the brainchild of famed Castlevania developer, Koji Igarashi. The game is essentially Symphony of the Night for the modern day. Like that title, Bloodstained has massive, imaginatively designed interconnected levels. The main character, Miriam, can use a wide range of weapons and special abilities to dispose all of the nasty creatures in her way. This is the ultimate Metroidvania experience, and fans of the genre and of Igarashi's work are naturally excited to play this game. I know I am. Truth be told, there isn't much more to say about Bloodstained that I haven't already said in my previous two write-ups. If you're into Symphony of the Night and games like it, this one is a must-buy. I hope that by next E3, the game would have already been released. I love playing it at the big show, but it needs to come out already. It's perfect in its current form as far as I'm concerned. Hopefully, we'll see Bloodstained: Ritual of the Night arrive next year on PC, PS4, PS Vita, Switch, Xbox One, Mac OS, and Linux. Let us know what you like about Geek by taking our survey.